Hello, this is Faid channel, and in this episode we will give some recommendations and advices for people just to face the hard situation now we are passing by, and I mean the COVID-19, the coronavirus. As you might know that there are now many countries now are being now heavily contaminated and infected, like Italy and so Ireland and China. It started in China and South Korea and some Asian countries. There are many cases in Germany, in Belgium, in France, and also United States. And so in the North Africa also some sporadic cases also has been signaled by the health authorities in these countries. And we should start by the environmental factors that to limit and to reduce and the opportunity for this virus, for they can reach your body. Just to reduce the conditions, and everything around you should be cleaned, and everything should be washed, and everything should be checked and every day. And pay attention to the children, because they can, so when they play and they can so be in contact with some the soils and some dirty things, but just pay attention. But you know that fear is normal, but don't let it control you. And be cautious, but not scared by the virus. And I mean that the psychological, the mood is very important in these situations, that you should be calm and you should not be really afraid or scared by the virus. It's very important for your immunity. This is the environment around you, and all the equipments in work or in house in your car should be cleaned and should be checked. Don't touch to everything that can bring the virus, like some surfaces and a lot of things that should be contaminated or that should bring out the virus to your body. And if people can reduce at this moment, momently, if they can reduce moving and not visiting or getting in contact with too much people in crowded places and in there where you can find many people, and that if people can really reduce and avoid visiting the crowded places, the crowded area in big towns and and also in some public places, and some anyway that some people should go there, and that because there are many markets now and they should not stop, as you might know, and people now are working in many companies and many places. They are obliged to get in contact with people, but just pay attention and be cautious about the virus. This is the very important factor that you should respect and that you should think of. And the second thing, that in this moment and during this situation, people should have healthy foods and clean foods and only home-cooked foods, and they should avoid junk foods and snacks and so fast foods and fried foods, and also some processed foods if they can. That because there are many food additives and many chemicals and also many compounds that should come from the way the food is cooked, and they may reduce, they may lessen, they may abate your immunity, and that you should be the immunity should be in a good state, that the immunity should be higher, that for you can face the virus, that because it's the one solution for the virus. There is no drug, no vaccination, no thing until now, and that only the immunity, if you can keep it as strong as possible, that you will escape the situation that easily. But you have to protect your immunity, to protect your body by avoiding all the things, all the means, all the ways that can bring out the virus to your body. And you should not get in contact with too much people, and should not visit the crowded place. You should clean everything, should wash everything. That's okay. That's something that people can do easily, I'm sure. But also the food, and so your lifestyle, your food habits should be changed in this moment that we are now living, and we are under a hard situation, and we don't know it will be more dangerous or less. We don't know, and now think about the virus, and now we should be cautious and we should pay attention to everything, just to not spread the virus more and more, and just to reduce the spread of the virus throughout the world and in many countries and in many places. So, and food, only healthy foods, and all foods that my heart and they may get your body healthy. And some seeds are very important in this moment, and seeds are very important for your immunity, like flax seeds, like fenugreek, like cress seeds, and coriander seeds, and fennel, and a lot of seeds that should be included, included in your food daily, every day. And also some spices, but only and the food should be spicy in this moment, that because the virus cannot support the spicy foods and cannot support a healthy food, that because it may boost your immunity and you will have no problem. So like ginger, galanga, and cinnamon, turmeric, and also pepper is very important, and cooking with olive oil and only home cooked foods, and many vegetables are very important for the immunity of the body, like some turnips. Turnips are very important, and some asparagus, and some broccoli, and some onion, and garlic, and a lot of like parsley, and the celery, and the coriander, fresh corianders, and some leaves, now green leaves, which are very rich in flavonoids and in polyphenols that may heat your body. And only home cooked and only natural foods if you can get it, and only organic foods, and avoid processed food, and also food that may reduce your immunity, they may lessen your immunity, and so whether everything that might weaken your immunity, that you should avoid it, including drugs and medications, if you can avoid them, that because many people now are under the treatment, and they are now having a lot of medications and drugs. So, and this is very important for it. Only two main factors that you should respect, and you will, inshallah, you will get rid of this this disease, or you can escape at least the situations that the environmental conditions and all things around you and the area you are living in should be clean. And the second one, that the food also should be cleaner, and only healthy foods and home cooked foods. And if you can avoid, I mean that you should avoid, so the processed foods, and also the fried foods, the junk foods, the fast food, the snacks, or everything that could be packed in aluminium or plastic, and to avoid it at momently. That's just in this period. And if we can escape the situation, inshallah, hope that we'll escape it. Sure, that we'll escape it. That there are many situations before coronavirus, and we escaped it, like AIDS, like Ebola, and influenza, H1N1, a lot of them. So SARS and MERS and immunology. It would depend on the immunity. If your immunity is weak, that will have some problems. But if your immunity is boosted, it's very good, it's strong, it's higher. Before that, you will not have, we will have no problem or any problem concerning the coronavirus, inshallah. Hope that all the people live, inshallah, in peace, and hope that the virus will be stopped soon, inshallah. That is sure that the humanity will escape the situation. But we are now advising and giving recommendations for people to not be scared by the virus, and to be clean, and to eat clean, only healthy and clean foods and home cooked foods. And then that all things that might boost and they might reinforce your immunity, which should be taken, including some pulses, some legumes like lentils, like beans, and like fava beans, and also some chickpeas and peas, and a lot of they are also very important because they are rich in proteins, and they are also rich in phytoestrogens. And the seeds are rich in phytoestrogens, and also the spices also are very important because they heat your body and they might boost your immunity. Another, that if we can reinforce that more and more the immunity, and to protect you against this virus, that you should take some food supplements that are very important. And the list is very long, but don't try to find some of them, not all of them, but try to find some of them. They are expensive, but if you can get them, that they will help you to boost the immunity. They will help you to face the virus easily, inshallah. That's the first one is royal jelly, the beef jelly, royal jelly, the propolis, and if you can find powder, propolis as powder, as caps, in 500 milligrams, and the royal jelly in vials, in fresh or vials, that is very okay. 1 gram per day is very good. Royal jelly and propolis, they are very important for boosting the immunity, and they might protect you from the virus. Sure, just try to find them and to get them. Royal jelly and propolis, and lipoic acid, important, silimari, The silimarin is antiviral, and also if you can have a infusion of olive leaves. Olive leaves, you can find them in caps, or if you can find olive leaves, that olive leaves are everywhere, and they are everywhere in the world. So if you can get them as fresh or dried and have a tea infusion, a tea, and if you can drink every day and 2 times, 3 times a day, olive leaves, and so they are very important. They are antiviral activity, and silimarin, olive leaves, lipoic acid, and also glutathione, if you can keep, and Q10, some probiotic, and also some omega-3. That's all these things and the supplements may boost and may boost your immunity, and then you can, inshallah, you can face the virus. But don't forget the propolis and bees, the royal jelly and propolis. Don't forget these 2 things, that they are very important for the immunity of the body, and they might exist in all the world, throughout the world, that United States, in Canada, in Scandinavian countries, in European countries, and also in the Asian countries, also in the Middle East, and a lot of countries have been. Try to not buy any propolis, that because there are a lot of products, they are like propolis, and they are now selling them mixed with honey or with anything. Don't buy them, don't use them. That's because the production of propolis now in China is not a good quality, and try to find the Brazilian propolis. The green propolis is the best, and like in the United States, in Canada, they have the green propolis, and also all the Latin America, they have good propolis. And this green propolis, also in Germany they have a good quality of propolis, and some other countries like Austria, like Bulgaria, Hungary, Romania, and in Italy, in Spain, in France, and they all have propolis, but try to find them as processed products. They should be warranted by the society. So caps, propolis as caps, and also royal jelly as vials, and then take them every day. So for the children also no problem, but less than the children can have 100 milligrams per day of propolis or in royal jelly, and they may protect them, and so the children may have a weak immunity, and pay attention to you have to pay attention to the children. The people who have 3, 4, or 5 children, they have to pay attention. They have to check everything, and they have to see the children all the time. So don't forget these recommendations and the advices, and then inshallah hope that we will escape the situation, and hope that we will not have many cases throughout the world, inshallah ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum, see you.